Hey, history lovers! Today I'm taking you out to the sparkling blue waters of the Indian Ocean, right to the Seychelles, a paradise that's packed with more history than you might expect. Let's unwrap the story of Seychelles in just 3 minutes. First up, these islands were uninhabited for most of their history. Sure, Arab traders probably sailed by, but it was Portuguese explorers in the early 1500s who first scribbled them into European maps. Fast forward to 1756, the French arrived, planted a stone and named the islands after their finance minister, Jean Moreau de Seychelles. The French brought enslaved Africans to work on coconut and spice plantations, and that blend of African and European roots, it's still at the heart of Seychellois Creole culture today. Jumping to 1814, after the Napoleonic Wars, the British claimed the Seychelles. It became just another jewel in the British Empire. But in 1835, something big happened. Slavery was abolished. Seychelles became a refuge for liberated Africans rescued from slave ships, adding even more layers to the island's unique identity. Under British rule, English law, schools, and roads arrived, but real power, that stayed in colonial hands. Now let's speed things up to the mid-20th century. Political change was in the air. Local leaders like James Mancham and Albert Rene started pushing for self-government. Their efforts paid off. Seychelles became fully independent from Britain on June 29, 1976, with Mancham as president. But just a year later, Rene took over in a peaceful coup, turning the islands into a socialist one-party state. By 1993, Seychelles was ready for another change. A new constitution brought back multi-party democracy, and peaceful elections became the new normal. Despite being one of Africa's smallest countries, Seychelles is a big player when it comes to development. Tourism, fishing, and a fierce commitment to protecting nature have pushed the country's Human Development Index to the top ranks in Africa. Today, Seychelles is all about harmony between people and nature, and among its own diverse roots. Think lush jungles, rare wildlife, coral reefs, and iconic islands like Mahé, Praslin, and La Digue. The people, a vibrant mix of African, European, and Asian ancestry, all united by Seychellois Creole language, music, and food. And when it comes to fighting for the environment and facing climate change, Seychelles is leading the way. So that's Seychelles in 3 minutes. Uninhabited islands, colonial twists, independence, and global eco-leadership. Small nation, big story. Thanks for joining me. Stay curious, and I'll see you next time on History in 3 minutes.